Good morning, America. Sorry, I'm about the way I look. I'm working in manual labor, something a lot of Americans have forgot about. And I'm here just to do a little bitching and try to explain to some people that might listen on why we are the way we are now. We have kids that are killing other kids, shooting them with guns, which all the political parties want to blame it on the gun. I'm sorry. I had 5 kids. There was guns in every corner of my house. My kids understood that guns were not toys. They weren't to be played with. And, we had rules and regulations at the house. You didn't follow the rules, there were consequences. Problem is, nowadays, there are no consequences. Do what you want. If your football team wins, you can go burn a city down. It's okay. You're just excited. You can rob stores. You do whatever you want, right? No consequences. Well, that's the problem. We are not held accountable for our actions. And if you are held accountable for what you do, and you know that there will be punishments attached to it, and I don't mean, he was raised in a bad family, he had a broken life. I had one too, okay? Suck it up, cupcake. All I can say is, America, you keep going down this road, and we're done. You want to cut down third world countries, they're lowlifes, they don't know what they're doing, they don't have this, they don't have that. Well, you know what? They're strong people, because when we didn't have the luxuries we have now, and I'm talking about just about everybody under the age of 50 has never in their life seen a hard time. I could probably almost say 55, 60 have never seen a hard time, and I mean a hard time. I don't mean that you got kicked out of your house because you didn't pay your bill and you went and moved back home with mom and dad. I don't mean not eating or that you couldn't get a 6-pack of beer. Sorry about that. I mean hard times, and that's what this country, when we were our strongest, went through hard times. We went through the Depression. People were tough. They had to work for what they had. They had to work to survive. Now everything's handed to us on a silver platter. So therefore, no one respects anything. And I blame that. I'm 57 years old, and I blame that on my generation and below, because we gave our kids everything. I did not. I was a parent. I wasn't their friend. They didn't like me at times, but I'm going to tell you this. They're all on their own. They support themselves. They have kids of their own. They don't come running back home to mommy and daddy, okay? They're productive. Why? Because there was rules, regulations, discipline. None of this, everybody gets a trophy. I'm sorry. If you want to be number one, then you have to be number one by trying the best that you can. If you lose, you just try more. Try harder and harder until you become number one. That's what we were. Now, what's the big deal? If you enter, you get a trophy. Wow. What are we teaching? Nothing. Who cares, right? Don't respect anything because we didn't pay for it. I mean, that's the whole problem. When you don't respect what you have, you'll lose it. In America, that's what we are doing now. We are losing it because we're raising and creating Americans that don't care because they've had it handed to them so friggin' long. They've had it so good, and they don't even know it. They want to cry about it. Go to a daggone high school, you see more new cars in the parking lot. I was 52 years old before I bought my first new car. I'm sorry. I had to work for what I had. My parents made me work. At the time, I thought they were mean. They were bad parents. But you know what? They taught me respect and appreciation of what I have. Why? Because what I have, I worked for. Nobody handed it to me. I mean, we're out of control. This country's out of control. To be able to watch a football game and your team wins, so you go burn a city down and steal from every store, and it's okay. I mean, wow, how could you even think that way? God, it just baffles me on the whole thing. And this kid in Florida that killed all these other kids or shot them and stuff, they're coming up with excuses on why he did it. There are no excuses. There are no excuses. And everybody's on these video games. I really don't know if young people can understand the difference between a game that they're playing where they're shooting and killing everybody and real life. I mean, they've never experienced it, never experienced a hard time. It's just, wow, I don't know what to say. All I know is we have to get a grip on this, if we even can. Because if we don't, this country's finished. The people that you cut down, you know, the third world countries, as we call it, the primitive people that are struggling and fighting, they know what hard times are and they appreciate anything they get. You want to cut down the Latinos, you know, for coming here to this country and working. Guess what? I'm sorry, if they weren't here, there'd be a lot of stuff that didn't get done. Why? Because you Americans, you people that think I'm an idiot, are too damn lazy or think you're above the jobs that they do. And guess what? That's going to be the end of you because of that. Like I said, this country was its strongest when we cared and we all worked hard and we stood together. United we stand, divided we fall. Right now, America, we're divided and something has to happen. But it's not up to me, it's up to you guys. I'm disappointed with my generation for giving their children everything. They didn't have to work for it. We were the start of the end. Because now our kids that were handed everything, handed it all to their kids, and their kids are going to hand it to their kids, and then nobody knows what it's like. Very few. So, good luck, America. I hope you get your shit together, because I love you. But I hate what we're doing to you.